Hello guys, we are going to subnet today a class C IP address. Assume that your network administrator gave you this IP address and this subnet mask and asked you to create a new subnet for 50 hosts. This is a class C IP address. This subnet mask specifies that how many bits are using for network and how many bits using for hosts. This IP address and this subnet mask we can write in another way as well, which is /24. This 24 means that 24 bits will be used for network and rest will be used for hosts. So this subnet mask I write in binary. If I add all 8 ones, this will give us 255, and this will give us 255, and this will give us 255, and this will give us zeros. So our requirement today 50 hosts. For this requirement we like to use our power of 2 table. 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. If we take 2 to the power 5 we get only 32, and if we take 2 to the power 6 we get 64. Our requirement 50 subnet fits here, so we need to follow this one. 2 to the power 6 here, number of host bits. We take the network bit from left to right and host bits we take from right to left. We need 6 bits which will give us 64 IP addresses. From this 64, one will be used for network ID and one will be used for broadcast. So we will get the 62 usable host. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I draw a line here. So now these 6 bits will used for host, but these 2 bits we give to the network. So I change them into ones because now they are not using for hosts, they are using for network. Now our subnet mask will be changed because last time we using 24 bits for networking. Now we are using 2 more extra bits. So now we are using 26 bits for network. So this 24 will be changed to 26. If we add these 8 ones will give us 255, and these 8 ones will give us 255. These 8 ones will give us 255. So if we add the decimal value of this one and this one, we will get 192. This is 128, and this bits decimal value is 64. If we add 128 plus 64 is equal to 192. So this 0 will change into 192. So our new subnet mask is 255.255.255.192. What is the number of networks? So now how many subnet we will get? So we have a formula that number of network is equal to 2 to the power n. N is here number of ones. So how many ones we have here? We have 1 and 2. So why we are not counting these ones? Why we taking only these 2 ones? Because this is a class C IP address. In class C IP address, first 3 octet do not participate in networking. So only 4th octet participate in networking. So that's why we are counting only these 2 ones, not those 3 octets. Okay. Number of network is 2 to the power n, and n is number of ones. So how many ones we have? We have 1, 2. So that means is equal to 2 to the power 2, and 2 to the power 2 is equal to 4. Number of networks will be 4, and number of hosts per subnet, the number of hosts per subnet is equal to 2 to the power h. So h is here number of zeros. So how many zeros here? 6 zeros. So number of hosts is equal to 2 to the power 6 minus 2. So 2 to the power 6 minus 2. 2 to the power 6 equal to 64. 64 minus 2, number of hosts. So number of hosts per subnet is 62. What is the network ID? Every subnet or every network have a unique ID. It is the first IP address of the subnet. So this always start from 0. So this will be our first network ID. So now the question is, what is our next network ID? To get the next network ID, we have to find the block size. Block size is the total IP address in each subnet. So how many total IP we have in each subnet? So for this we will use this formula. Block size is equal to 2 to the power h. H is here number of zeros. So how many zeros we have here? We have 6 zeros. So that means block size is equal to 2 to the power 6, and 2 to the power 6 is equal to 64. That means our network will incremented by 64. This 3 octet will remain same because this class C IP address, and this 4th octet will be changed. So our next network ID is 64. And what is our next network ID? Again 64 will be added with this. So next network ID is 128. The next network ID will be 128 plus 64, which is 192. Now, what is our broadcast ID? So broadcast ID is just before the next network ID. So for this network, our broadcast will be just before this network. So this is 64, so our broadcast will be 63. And broadcast ID for this network will be just before the next network ID. So this is 28, so broadcast will be here 27. And next broadcast ID for this subnet will be just before this one, so 191. And broadcast for this network will be just before this one, so 255. What is the first usable host for this network? The first usable for this network is just next to the network ID. So this network ID is 0, usable host will start from 1. And what is the last usable host for this network? The last usable host for this network will just before the broadcast. That means the broadcast is 63 and last usable host will be 62. And first usable host for this network is just next to this one, that means 65. Last usable host for this network is just before this broadcast ID, so 126. The first usable host for this network is 129. Last usable host for this network is just before the broadcast, so 190. And so on. We no need this one, so I just take it out. That's all for today. I think it was helpful. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you.